Picture this. You're 15, sweating it out in a dusty gym, taking punches for a shot at $40. Just enough to help buy groceries or keep the lights on. That's where Canelo Álvarez started. Fast forward to today, he's the king of Mexican boxing, and Forbes says he's packing a net worth around $275 million. I'm Mark, and this is Kickin Riches, where we dig into the wildest money moves in sports. Canelo's journey? It's one of those classic rags to riches tales, but with even more grit and a whole lot more zeros on the end. How do you go from fighting for pocket change to signing record-breaking deals and running your own businesses on the side? Stick around because I'm breaking down the blueprint. Big fight paydays, epic endorsements, surprise businesses, and the kind of hustle that makes Fortune 500 CEOs jealous. So, ever wondered what it really takes to become the $275 million man of boxing? Let's find out. I remember the first time I watched Canelo back in his early days. Red hair bouncing, gloves way too big for his frame. Born Saul Alvarez in rural Jalisco, Mexico, his childhood wasn't about fame or fast cars. It was about survival. The stories are wild. Barely a teenager, Canelo's stepping into the ring, literally fighting for $40 or sometimes less. That's about the price of a night at the movies these days. But for him, it meant helping his family, staying out of trouble, and sticking to a dream. I mean, can you imagine fighting grown men for the cost of takeout? That's grit. He didn't just hang around. By 15, Canelo turned pro and tore through Mexico's boxing ranks. His flashy win over Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. and nabbing a world title in 2011 were just the start. Then came Oscar de la Hoya, Mr. Golden Boy himself, who saw that spark and signed Canelo to his promotion company. Next stop? Vegas international showdowns and a passport stamped full of big fight nights. What I love is how those early, scrappy years fueled everything. Every punch, every ticket sold, it added up. That small-town drive put him on the path to mega millions. How many of us have chased a dream nobody else could see? Drop a comment if you've ever felt like the underdog. Let's talk money. The cold, hard cash that makes boxing more than just a sport. When Canelo steps in the ring today, it's a rainstorm of dollars. We're talking record-breaking purses that would make most athletes blink twice. In 2019, for example, Canelo made a guaranteed $35 million just for fighting Daniel Jacobs. That's not counting all the extra goodies from pay-per-view sales. For context, Jacobs got $2.5 million, which is still wild, but Canelo's payday? Next level. And those pay-per-view deals? That's where the real jackpot hits. In big fights like the Gennady Golovkin rematch, they smashed over 1 million buys. Canelo took home a massive slice of that pie. Here's the game changer. Back in 2018, Canelo signed a streaming mega deal. DAZN, think of it as Netflix, but just for sports and boxing, handed him a contract reportedly worth $365 million for 11 fights. That means every time Canelo laced up his gloves, he banked around $35 million. Imagine being guaranteed a Hollywood blockbuster's paycheck just for stepping in the ring. No surprise, Forbes ranks him with the world's highest paid athletes every single year. His 2025 earnings are pegged at $80 million. That's wild, right? And it proves that boxing, when you're the main event, can be one of the most profitable games on the planet. But what did Canelo do with all that fight cash? Glad you asked. So you become a boxing superstar, and suddenly everyone wants you on their team or their billboard. Endorsements are a huge part of the athlete money game, and Canelo's marketability is off the charts. Not just in Mexico, but all over the world. He's partnered up with top brands from global names like Dolce & Gabbana and Hennessy to legends in the boxing world like Cleto Reyes. Even Nike and Under Armour outfitted him with gear in different stages of his career. When a champion like Canelo sports your sneakers or holds up your drink, you know your brand just scored a knockout too. He's been the face of tequila, fashion, and even high-end watches. Who wouldn't want in? But here's the twist. Even though these deals are sweet, some paying him millions, the real bread and butter is still those fight purses. Endorsements make up about 10% of his income. That's like the cherry on top of a very, very big sundae. And if you want Canelo swag, he's got his own clothing and merch line. Fans can literally wear his name. How cool is that? It goes to show, when you reach Canelo levels, brands chase you, not the other way around. If you could team up with any brand, which one would you pick? Drop your dream collab in the comments and let's see who gets creative. Ready to see how Canelo spends or multiplies all that cash? Because this next move is rare for a boxer. Now here's a twist nobody saw coming. Canelo doesn't just make millions, he multiplies them. Most boxers call it a day after the paycheck, but not Saul. Canelo's been investing, buying, building, and launching stuff you'd never expect from a guy with gloves. Let's start with the gas station biz. Yep. Canelo launched his own chain in Western Mexico, Canelo Energy, and even opened convenience stores called Upper. I mean, how many athletes do you know owning gas stations? That's not just smart, that's next level creative. If he ever sponsors racing, count me in. Then there's Canelo Promotions. He's not only fighting, but also promoting fights and events, putting cash in his pocket every time another boxer throws a punch. He runs entertainment events through Canelo Espectaculos too. Kind of like being the main character and the director at the same time. And hey, he's got a fitness app. Teaching you to train like the champ. Plus, his online Canelo store lets fans get official gear direct. All these moves, it's the playbook of champions like Mayweather, but with Canelo's own flavor. If you ever doubted that boxers could have business brains, Canelo's living proof. Who else thinks it'd be fun filling up at a boxing champ's gas station? Let me know below. So, what does all that work and business savvy add up to? Forbes pegs Canelo's net worth at $275 million and counting. That makes him not just a sports superstar, but one of the richest boxers and top-earning athletes on the planet. Talk about punching above your weight. He's in the same money league as Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao, guys who made a fortune in both fights and outside ventures. Canelo's secret? He doesn't just chase checks. He creates them with smart contracts, side businesses, and sharp branding. The dude literally turned to getting punched into owning gas stations and launching an app. That's the new athlete blueprint. Listeners, what's the wildest way you've ever hustled or turned something small into something big? Let me know, because Canelo shows that even if you start with nothing, with grind, strategy, and a whole lot of drive, you can build an empire too. So, next time you fill up at the pump or buy a pair of boxing shoes, remember, you're witnessing a masterclass in making fortune out of fighting. If you like these kinds of stories, Kickin Riches has more where that came from. From dusty gyms and $40 fights to million-dollar paydays, A-list sponsorships, and businesses you'd never expect. A gas station empire? Anyone? Canelo Álvarez is proof that hustle plus brains equals a legendary payday. It's stories like his that remind me anything's possible, even if I still can't land a left hook to save my life. Before you head out, smash that subscribe button for more untold sports money stories from Kickin Riches. Give me a thumbs up if you love a good comeback tale, and let me know in the comments, who should we break down next? Thanks for watching, legends. Stay inspired, stay smart, and maybe go train like Canelo. Unless you like your nose the way it is.